Yo, it's your boy Lelo Jones, and you watching Lelo in the Garden.
I'm in the garden, chilling in the garden, wilding in the garden. Looking for me, I'm in the garden. I'm in the garden, I'm in the garden. Can't find me in the street, but you might find me in the garden.
Yeah, today on In the Garden, man, we down here in downtown Atlanta in the Midtown area, you know what I'm saying? Right off of Ponce de Leon in a real urban garden, you know what I'm saying? I got my man Eric down here, and he got a crazy pepper garden, man, where he getting it in for real, for real. Now we're gonna check in with him and see what's really going on. You dig? Yeah, you see it, we down here. I got my man Eric, Chef Eric up there, you know what I'm saying? He gonna tell you what's going on in his garden down here in Midtown, the neighborhood, you dig?
We've got 37 plants total out here, a total of 5 jalapeno plants, excuse me, 5 sweet bananas, 5 hot bananas, 5 cayenne pepper plants. We've got ghost chilies growing here, waiting on our Carolina Reapers to grow up enough to produce. Everything's producing pretty well so far this year. And today we're gonna pick some jalapenos and make some jalapeno poppers out of them for you guys.
Yeah, we going straight from the garden to the table. Jalapeno poppers today, you dig?
Oh yeah. We've got some really nice jalapenos coming off of this plant. All the plants have been producing like that. We've actually got some more that I picked yesterday. They're upstairs that we'll make poppers out of. The more that you pick a pepper plant, the more that will grow. Something I learned last year, taking over 1,000 peppers off my Tabasco plant.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick garden tour real quick and see what's really jumping off in these peppers, you dig?
So what we've got first is we've got, this is an English cucumber plant. Got one growing right here. They kind of grow in a funky shape sometimes. Sometimes they end up growing up to be about like that. We actually pulled off of our Japanese cucumber plant one that big yesterday, which is crazy. So this is my habanero plant. You see the cluster of peppers going on right there. Once these start turning yellow a little bit, we'll pull them off. We'll set them in the windowsill, let them fully mature into yellow or orange, and then make sauce out of them. Right here, I've got a golden cayenne plant. This one's a very small plant. It doesn't yield very much, but the peppers that it brings are really, really nice. Right here's dragon cayenne, also known as the volcano pepper. It's a volcano Thai chili. Got 5 jalapeno plants right in here. And got some beautiful jalapenos, and then behind there, the hot banana peppers. Behind that, we have 5 of the sweet banana peppers. We've got some basil up behind that. Eggplant over here, Japanese eggplant. We've got 2 different types of heirloom tomatoes in the back corner, as well as chocolate mint, and we've got some strawberries that have not been producing yet, but they have multiplied into 4 plants for 2, so I'm very hopeful about that come fall. Up front, we've got some onions growing right here. Then over here we've got, this is our Carmen pepper plant. These, once they produce a really nice sweet pepper. These as well, these are havasu. And then these are the giant Marconi plant. This is one of my favorite plants. This is the Tabasco plant. It produces more peppers than any plant in this garden. Last year yielding over 1,000 peppers. And they're absolutely beautiful. Once they start turning red, you make sauce out of this. It puts that Tabasco sauce, this Tabasco brand, to shame. It makes that look awful. We actually had a rogue tomato plant grow this year, right here. They came off of some seeds from where we planted last year on some tomatoes. We've got some oregano growing down here, Japanese cucumbers, which there's a really nice one right here. Ooh, really, really nice one right here. We've got, up in here, though you can't see it, we've actually got some garlic growing, as well as there's a blueberry plant somewhere up there I think is being suffocated by those plants. But we're going to get those out of here this week. Then if we come over here, I've got a nice poblano plant growing. This one I actually grew from a seed all the way into the plant, where most of them you get the seedlings and then you plant the seedlings and they grow into the plant, which it's really a little bit easier. But we've got some, these are the Carolina Reapers right over here. This is my ghost plant, ghost chilies. Carolina Reaper, if you don't know, is the hottest pepper in the world. The ghost chili is the third hottest pepper in the world. And we try to move some of this aside so that we can see. Those are some of the ghost peppers right there. Once they start turning red, that will make some of the most hot sauce that you've ever tasted. We've also got some chocolate habanero right here, and then chocolate reapers right over here. And then we're trying to keep these alive right here. These are not doing so good, but they still got a firm stalk, so we're very hopeful. And those are going to be a mustard habanero.
Man, yeah, you see how he getting it in, you know what I'm saying? I know you see the buildings in the background way back there. I told y'all we right downtown with it. Real urban garden lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? My man Eric got it down here. The peppers going crazy. Yeah.
So now we're ready to head inside, get our jalapeno poppers going.
Yeah, we done made it back to the kitchen, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Now we finally get it in how we get it in. We got Chef Eric back there. He got those jalapenos, and we about to get down with these jalapeno poppers, culinary style, you dig?
So what we're gonna do first, like you do with anything from your garden, dump them in the colander, and go ahead and wash them off. You just wanna make sure any pesticides or anything that might be sprayed for mosquitoes or anything, especially in your urban garden, gets off of there.
Gotta wash them first, dog.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the stems and cut them in half. The best jalapenos, the best jalapeno poppers are cut in half like that and then stuffed. So we're gonna take all these and go ahead and do that right now.
Spread a lot of knowledge. You got a problem in your garden, call him, he'll solve it. Yes, Lelo, I stay turned up in the garden. You got a problem.
So what we're gonna do next is you gotta get all the seeds and the ribs out. Ribs are the part of the pepper. It's right there that holds the seeds. Those are called the ribs. You wanna get those out of there just because it makes for easier stuffing. So you actually use an apple corer to do that. Ends up really, really nice like that. Saves you a lot of time to do it that way. And just throw that stuff in the colander. Make sure you have something in your drain to keep things from going down there, because when things collect, it stops up your sink. So we're just going to basically de-seed these. And then after that, we'll get to the stuffing.
When they see him, they be like, there he go. It's Mr. In the Garden. I love all his videos. He stay turned up, having fun, going with the flow. He be different places, that's why he international. Teaching different things, trying to help your brain expand. Get back to the basics, surviving off the land. Only tool I need is machete and shovel in my hand.
Yeah, you see Chef Eric in here getting down with the get down, urban garden style, you know what I'm saying? Fresh from his garden to the kitchen, getting it in, jalapeno peppers, you dig?
So one of the main reasons that you want to get the seeds and everything out of there is not just to be able to stuff them, but that's where a lot of the heat is contained. So with jalapeno poppers, you want more flavor than what you got on heat. So you want to get all that stuff out of there just to make it taste better. And so other things that we've pulled out of the garden this week are these dragon cayennes, also known as the volcano chili, the Thai volcano chili. We also got this enormous monstrosity right here, which is a Japanese cucumber, one of our beautiful heirloom tomatoes that's about to turn red. We've got tons of cucumbers, some garlic, as well as banana peppers, and even okra that came out of the garden as well. So,
see, it don't matter where you at. As long as you put them seeds in the ground, they gon' bust up out of there. You did. The proliferation will happen anywhere. All you need is some dirt, some sun, some ambition, and some water. You dig?
And if you treat it right, it'll treat you right. So now we're about to make the filling using cream cheese because people who make cheddar cheese poppers are weirdos. Cream cheese always makes a better popper. You know that's right. The reason you use cream cheese instead of something like cheddar is because the creaminess of cream cheese actually is not just a textural thing, but it's actually a taste thing as well. The creaminess dulls down the spice of the pepper, and so it makes it a more enjoyable experience for your mouth. It's kind of like doing like maple smoked bacon, where you've got that sweetness in there, and but then you've got the richness from the bacon, that salty from the bacon. So it's that sweet and salty. It's the same kind of concept. So I'm going to use my lovely KitchenAid that I love this thing. If you don't have a KitchenAid, go find one for cheap. Go to like Tuesday Morning or something like that and pick one up. We're going to just add some seasoning to this. Then we're going to whip this cream cheese as soon as I turn it on. Might help to do that. We're just going to whip that, and now do it a little faster. You want to make sure all those spices and seasoning are mixed in together really well. A good thing about mixing your seasoning is if you see where the pepper flakes are, those are a lot easier to see than the salt in something that's white like cream cheese. So you want to look for a speckled color. It's not quite as speckled as you'd like, so you can put a little bit more in there. The other thing to remember when you're mixing it in a mixer is all of it gets stuck to the bowl like that. So what we'll do is halfway through, take it like this, and you're just gonna get all this onto the whisk. So that way you're able to combine everything, because you don't want one jalapeno popper to be really yummy and then the other one to just be under seasoned and not good. We're going to go like that, really fast on high speed. And now we turn it off. We're going to go ahead and taste it. You want to taste everything before you cook it, because you can't add seasoning afterwards. Tastes pretty damn good. So you're going to just take a little bit like that, put it in the jalapeno, and make sure you press it down really nice so that when you do fry it, that there's no air space in there. Air space will not do you well. So basically blow up like a bubble or a balloon in there. So we're going to do this, and then we'll get to breading them.
It don't matter to me, I gotta be up in the garden. Don't care what you think, you can find me in the garden. Dead serious, I ain't playing about my garden, homie. All this knowledge I'm giving, it don't equate to money. Dead serious, I ain't playing about my garden, homie. If you ain't talking about a garden, then you ain't saying nothing. Dead serious, I ain't playing about my garden, homie. All this knowledge I'm giving, it don't equate to money.
So now we're going to go into the breading process. And what we're going to do is, most of the time, you hear chefs say flour, egg wash, flour. So on jalapeno poppers, you kind of got to go about it a different way, because that skin right there is very waxy, and it will not hold breadcrumbs on there. So you see, or flour on there, doesn't hold it very well. So what we do is we actually drop them in the egg wash first, and then throw it in the flour, like that. Then, pull it out. It's got a nice little coating of flour. That egg wash helps the flour to stick. That's the whole purpose of egg wash. And if you don't know Southern cooking, egg wash and flour is where we go. So we're going to put a little panko crumbs on there. Then we're going to set these over to the side, like that. You see how beautiful that is? Looks like what you get at your local bar or your local restaurant when they serve jalapeno poppers on the menu. But I'm telling you, and Lelo's about to tell you, how much better these are when you get them straight out the garden.
You take a bite of your own tomato, you'll be so excited. Dead serious, I ain't playing about my garden, homie. All this knowledge I'm giving, it don't equate to money. Dead serious, I ain't playing about my garden, homie. If you ain't talking about a garden, then you ain't saying nothing. Dead serious, I ain't playing about my garden, homie. All this knowledge I'm giving, it don't equate.
So we've got the fryer heating up right now. If you don't have one of these, I'm gonna tell you it's a great investment to spend like 40 or 50 bucks, even up to like 70 or 80 bucks. Get you a countertop fryer. They're so great. You use them for so many things, and it makes it just easier than doing it in a pan like over here. Although my wife still likes doing French fries in a pan like that. So you want to set it on the highest setting on the fryer, which is usually about 375. Reason being is because, well, to be blunt, I was kind of lazy last night and didn't bread up some jalapeno poppers to freeze. So you don't want the cheese to come out. So you want them to fry on the outside as fast as possible, and then the inside stays a little bit more cold. So, but once the inside is hot, they'll be ready to eat. So we're letting our fryer heat up right now while we're finishing breading, and then we're going to get going on everything else. And last one. Dun, dun, dun. And our fryer is almost up to speed. So we're going to get this off of our hands and wash our hands really good because we don't want raw eggs going all over the cooked product.
Now it's fry time.
So now what we're going to do is take our jalapeno poppers. Preferably, you're going to want to freeze these overnight, like I said before, because it keeps everything nice and together. But, like I said, got a little lazy yesterday, didn't feel like doing it. And more importantly, the people who said they were giving me eggs for the egg wash didn't. So we're going to do these fresh out of the garden. And so you're going to stick them in here. This is on the highest fryer setting there is, which is 375. And we're just going to let them basically brown up a little bit because everything in there is pretty much prepared. You just want to get it where the cheese is melty, the jalapeno gets a little bit of caramelization to it, it sweats out a little bit, brings out some of the sugars in the jalapeno. So you don't only get the spice, but you get the true jalapeno flavor. And I'm telling you, once we did this year with our jalapeno plants, I will never order jalapeno poppers in a restaurant again. They're so much better this way. And remember, when you're seasoning the cream cheese on this, you can do kind of whatever flavor profile you want. You can go sweet with it, you can go savory with it. Me particularly, I like the savory, and I like spicy. So what we're going to do for our sauce, which we'll make right now, since we got some things in the fryer right now, we're going to go ahead and take some sour cream. We're going to make some chipotle sour cream. This is our brand new sauce that we just did yesterday. I did this one yesterday out of green and red jalapenos, smoked them, and made a chipotle sauce. Okay? So we're going to make a chipotle cream to dip these in. And we're going to get a lot of chipotle cream because what's better than jalapeno on jalapeno action? So this is the last batch. We just finished up with our jalapeno poppers straight out of the garden. Yay, yay. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some of these and put them over on this plate right here with our lovely chipotle sauce that you guys saw us do a few minutes ago. And after that, it's eating time.
What's that other sauce back there, dog?
So what we got over here, these are our SouthGate sauces. I do not have the chipotle one in here, but this is our jalapeno sauce. It's jalapeno lime cilantro, beautiful sauce. This is our cayenne and onion. You get that onion flavor up front, and then you get the heat in the back. Banana pepper and bacon, which is not hot at all. It's just extremely flavorful. It goes great on hot dogs or to marinate pork chops in. And this one is our roasted habanero. And everyone's scared of the habanero because they're like, oh man, that thing's gonna be hot. But it's actually got a sweetness to it that's unbelievable and unmatched by any other sauce. So all these sauces are gonna be available. Just contact me on either our Instagram account, which is southgate.atlanta, spelled out, or you can reach me on Facebook at Southgate Catering, or you can just email me at southgatecatering@gmail.com. I'm Chef Eric. This is what I do. Peppers, sauce, pickled, all of it.
Oh yeah, you know what time it is? It's time to eat some of these.
It's time to eat.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be the guest. I'll take one. Dip it. Nice, nah. These things all the time.
Once you do this in your home, you will never, ever order jalapeno poppers anywhere else.
Oh man, it's full of flavor.
You really don't even need the sauce.
The sauce is off the chain. Added bonus. Appreciate that. Man, it's going down. He told y'all where y'all can find him at SouthGate.atl on the Instagram.
Atlanta.
Oh, SouthGate.atlanta on the Instagram. Excuse me. And y'all already know. Crafty Cosmic Creation for that fresh tie-dye. This ain't a Crafty Cosmic Creation shirt, but I designed that for the Climate Lounge. So when you come down to the ATL, check it out, because we right down the street off of Punch, you know what I'm saying? And we getting it in the neighborhood of Midtown, urban garden style. Yeah, I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
You better get some before I get them all.
All right.
Hey, just because we have long hair doesn't make us creepy.
Nope, not at all. Not at all.